hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 45-degree Tuesday, the 15th of July. Made it halfway through the month. Had all kinds of crazy excitement going on this morning. Shishi and Danny, Sasha and Danny, had one of them daggum cats treed up in the apple tree over there. I thought she was... Oh, there it is right there. Now it's over here. You need to quit messing around with them dang dogs. Haven't you heard of the dog versus cat thing there? I don't think any of them heard them because Danny walks right along with them. So, but it's a game to chase and bark at each other. Well, the cats don't do any barking, but you know what I'm talking about. Maybe they can bark. I don't know. But anyway, it's 64 degrees now. So went from probably one of the coolest nights we've had in a while to pretty close to one of the hottest days. It's supposed to be 91, 92. What was it? 94, I think it was the official thing that I got here at the house Sunday. Well, I sure hit hotter temperatures when I went out on the highways, though. It actually felt good when I came home. But anyway, let's roll. Well, I guess they didn't see the imaginary sign that says that's the Smokes parking spot right there this morning.
It has a thing about that parking spot.
Yep. But supposed to be in the 90s today, low 90s, but
yeah, it's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be a hot one today.
Yep.
It's already 72 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be warm. This ain't nothing yet. What do you got there?
I don't know, my heart's...
Oh, your heart is doing a heart reading thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mama, made it the Tuesday. Isn't it like Thursday or Friday yet?
Oh, I wish it was Friday. Yeah.
All right. So I guess have a wonderful Tuesday. Let's go in and see what lies before us.
All right.
All right, Mo.
You have a good day.
You do the same. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
All right. Bye-bye. So, like a knucklehead, I'm down here. It's 2 o'clock, and I'm thinking, did I turn the video live today? So, if you look back on yesterday when I'm talking about that F3 Spyder, I apologize because it got released. It's today's video at 2 p.m., which you'll see tomorrow. But the doing the clutch on that, he's a new trooper. He went through the school, and his clutch became a little slippery after that. So this is a new stack, and got to torque this nut. You got to lube it up good with engine oil. You got to torque it to 150 Newton meters, which I don't know what that is. Foot-pounds. You got to lock the crank down. Lock it down. Lock it down. You got to put the special plate in there that locks the clutch, because the hub will just spin. So that's the plate, that silver piece in there. You can hear it clicks around in there. But anyway, the gentleman with the F3 approved putting the VCM in there, and he says he's gonna do this and just sell the thing. This is what I hear from the service rider. I didn't talk to him, but kind of makes me sad that maybe he's blaming the bike for it. It's not the bike's fault. The bike absolutely did nothing wrong. 9 years with the same brake fluid in it. The bike doesn't even have enough miles on it to even have its second service yet. So, I mean, obviously that's at least I'm pretty sure if I remember right, because I'm surprised how wore the tires are. So, the tires, I mean, I think they were like 6.5 and 7.5 pounds. And I think the one that was 7.5 was because I had the door open. It was probably pulling heat from outside. It's hotter than 80s out there. I think it's like 87 now. But yeah, it's not the bike's fault. Not the bike's fault at all. just be glad you don't have a BMW, because the price of that VCM is easily double. And the labor, oh my Lord, I would hate to think. Well, on something like this RT, might be a little bit easier on this one, but still, labor's high, parts really expensive. It's, you get people go, well, how do I know? Dude, you got your owner's manual. Look at the maintenance schedule in your manual. And literally, if you can't find your manual, Google it. A lot of times people will have the maintenance schedule pull up, or just ask, how often should I replace the brake fluid in my 2016 Spyder F3T? I guarantee an answer will come out. Brake fluid's pretty simple. It's every 25,000 miles or 2 years. And at that 2-year point, like I do at home, I do a test and see where it's at. And I mean, they're barely creaking it at 1%. And the fluid looks brand new. But, as you see, they sit in my shop more than they get ridden. And, I got dehumidifiers and heaters in the wet winter, and got an air conditioner that runs out there during the summer. And keeps the, you got to have a meter up there that tells you what the humidity. This one doesn't have it. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, 51%. But I got a different one at home. But have something that tells you what the humidity is in your house. 51%. That's getting a little. Well, that would probably be a happy face if it's. I got a couple at home that give you a little smiley face or a frowny face. If it has nothing, it just means it's okay. But if it's changing from wet to dry, you'll get a happy face saying that it's it's going the right direction. Otherwise, it just tells you. But anyway, getting the clutch in this thing. It's amazing how many of these end up getting a clutch after they've gone to school or their training course, whatever they're doing. Why puts it away? Okay, tell him that if you went through the class, and I see like a very, very light drop. It doesn't look like he ate it at all. He must be good. Give him on 2 wheels. It seems like they had, I don't know, I guess they were using the ones that, I think they get a signed one, and they are using the one they're going to ride all the time. But that's the way it is. It wasn't that bad. It doesn't smell that burnt, but he must have noticed the slipping afterwards. And they are rough on them going through them schools. I mean, that goes all the way back. I remember when they're going through the schools with the old KZ1000Ps. Oh man, some of those got really smoked. I don't know how many of those things that they were bad enough we had to pull the exhaust and pull the belly pan out of it and clean the pickup screen. We used to just replace the pickup screen. They weren't that expensive. Just buy the pickup screen. In fact, I think at the time we actually had them in stock. Had pan gaskets and pickup screens. We do that with dirt bikes or anything that, because a lot of those have a cup underneath there and you can't really see the screen. You smoke a clutch, you just replace the screen. Some of the old school stuff you can actually see that some of them you could actually even take the screen off and clean it. And but yeah, you just replace it. You don't want any of that stuff getting past that screen and going through your oil pumps, and then wipes the oil pumps out, and suddenly you have low oil pressure, or God forbid it makes it through the pump and gets into plain bearings and stuff like that. But anyway, it's my little gaggle of mess here, and you gotta, to ease the cover off. you put a ratchet strap in there. I got her around the fairing frame neck and around the Y thing here, and it pulls the bike down. When it does, it pulls the front wheel away from the engine, because it's really tricky to get past that baffle and this this, I don't know what it I guess it just returns oil down there. It must, because it splashes in this pan. I think it does. It just returns it back to the sump. Look at that. Somebody in Germany left some love notes in there. I love it when you get that from the factory. You get that with Royal Enfields. They put little notes everywhere. I see them on Harleys every once in a while too. You see where they'll mark it with a certain color pin that means whatever. Something was going on. Somebody didn't tighten something, or they found one that was loose, and they just want to double check everything's cool. There's a thing going on with the R6, or not R6, but the ZX6. I don't know if the 636. I think they're still calling them 636. But anyway, the outer crank where the two case halves it splits horizontal, that the robots over torqued the both outsides, the journals, which is external, you know, and they got to pull the cover off the right hand side, which is the starter clutch side, and look closely at those plain bearings to see that if they moved or, you know, have shifted, spun in the case or whatever. If you find one that does that, we're supposed to call Kawasaki. We haven't found one that's failed yet. And then if everything's cool, when it hasn't moved, you back those outer bolts out, and you use new copper washers, and you lube them with a mixture of moly and motor oil. I forget what the ratio is. I think it's 20% oil, 80% moly, or maybe it's the other way around. I haven't done the bulletin, so I don't know. And they retort to a certain spec, and you ship them down the road. It's crazy. You know, all these computers and stuff doing everything. Sometimes, but, you know, it could have been somebody fat-fingered the programming of it. How clean that thing is. There's no clutch residue in there. You get the typical, that's just oil sitting in the galleys, but there's no, hey, Light, what are you doing? You tripping out on me there? Oh, think I'm running. Yep, that's awfully weak. Need to throw her on the charger. I love these things. It's got USB mini. I think the new ones are all USB-C, but I charge it probably once a month, and I use this thing absolutely to death. Then I have a backup one that I keep, but this one you got to double. See, it comes on, and you do a double tap, and it goes super bright. This one, they did it on purpose. There's two different ones. I just got it because of the cool color. But this one goes on bright first. You got to double tap to go to the low light. So you got to remember that every time you pull it out of your pocket and use it. But I'll put this on a charge. It'll be done towards the end of the day. They charge them nice and slow. The way it keeps the battery nice and safe. I hate things that default to a fast charge. Dude, that just kills the batteries on things, especially if you have like internal batteries and stuff like that. Nope. That's what I love with the iPhones, because you can put your phone in a mode that it monitors and saves the battery. Works really well. They last a long, long time. Anyway, 150 Newton meters of torque. I got everything locked down. I need to do that while it's still wet with the oil. I just put some fresh oil on the threads and stuff and put them on. And I got to tighten it to 150 Newton meters, back it completely off, and retighten it to 150 Newton meters. No Loctite or anything like that. It's just fresh oil on the threads, both the tranny shaft and the nut. You don't have to replace the nut. Just torque her down heavy, and then carefully put everything in. Make sure you put your judder springs in correctly, and the outer plate. The main plates run on the main grooves, and then the outer plate goes in these like outside grooves. It's like offset one. You can see one that goes all the way through. These go all the way back. You see this one stops, and that's where that outside plate goes in. And this is a slipper gripper clutch. You can see the ramps. The one ramp pulls it in to grab, the other one pushes out to make it slip. When they first came out with these things, they were slipper clutches, And now they decided you can use these 3 light springs, so you got the softest clutch pull, and but yet it'll grab under a load, it'll shift. You can see it's even got collars that it rides on, or shims. See the washers inside there? They're shiny. So all that slides, that front plate will slide, and it'll either, on heavy decel, it'll slightly back the clutch off, or reach in and grab it. You see the ramps where it backs it off, and then you can see the inverted ramps where it sucks the plate in to make it grab stronger. That way you don't have to use crazy heavy clutch springs on it. If you ever ridden, like the new Softails from Harley, the Milwaukee 8 Softails, Pan America, any of the modern water boxer BMWs, they all have slipper gripper clutches, and just the softest clutch. You get stuck in traffic, and that's just the loveliest thing ever. Poor Kelly, old flirty, because she's a big gal. She's got some fairly heavy clutch springs. Thinking about getting one of those clutch helper things and trying that out, see if that helps her or not. But her biggest fear is getting stuck in a traffic jam. She goes, I just don't think I could do it. We've talked about getting some of the little, for getting strength in your hand. Heck, you can just play around with a golf ball or whatever, or that putty, medical putty for doing that. Anyway, let me get this thing back together and get this young new trooper back on the road on his 2 wheels. Although he probably wouldn't want to be out there in the heat today. Nice and cool in here. Got the ACs running. All right. So I have a little time left in the day, but it's an ordeal to get this clutch cover on. It doesn't use a gasket. You got to use a sealer on it. The clutch and everything's in it. But I got distracted with some other stuff upstairs. And so everything's clean. It's ready to go. But once I put that special BMW sealer on there, I have to keep going. I got to keep going until everything's torqued. And there's a weird sequence to how you tighten these down, and specific torque. And I'm just gonna leave it alone. Come in first thing in the morning, and all I gotta do is apply the sealer, and then just go through the procedures of doing all that. But I don't want to get stuck past the time, because they start locking everything up downstairs here, so I can't get left with that. So anyway, everything went smooth with the clutch, and everything works smooth, looks fine. The old clutch is sitting in a box over there, waiting for them to decide whether they want it. They usually don't. They just toss them. But you got to save everything. And anyway, there's all the bolts to it. There's a lot of them. T30 Torx all the way around. And you got to be careful when you're taking these things off, because road grime, there's recessed areas in the cover, and road grime will actually get in the little Torx fitting there, and the Torx fitting as well. Terrible at pointing this little DJI Pocket 3, but I got to make sure all that's clean, and you got to clean once you get it off. I've already done it, but the recesses, I don't have anything here to show you, but there's recesses where the bolts go, and got to make sure those are clean so you don't introduce anything or get it underneath the bolt when you go to tighten the thing down. Look, you can see one here that I haven't cleaned these yet, but you can see where there was stuff I had to pull it out. Tar gets flung up off the wheel and gets in these divots, and it gets in the ones upstairs there too. It gets those ones as well, but you just got to be careful, and you got to wipe the cover really well, especially up towards the top, because road grime would be sitting up there, and you don't want to release that cover and have pieces fall into the clutch area. And water pump, that's your actual water pump riding right there. That'd be where she flows. And all she does is cool the heads. Now the new 1300s, they're regular, just like your car and other things. It's fully water cooled now. The cylinders and everything. This light's a mile off, but I'll fix that. I could have bumped it too. Oh, that's on. Yeah, it's loose. I just got a degrees that I use my phone and a level thing and set them. I figured out when they're sitting on the center stand where I want to put them. My old what you call it? The thing for the cap. These goofy little things. Guess I could set that up there so nothing falls in there as the night goes by. But it's pretty straightforward. I've done a ton of clutches on these things. Holy moly. And those old KZ-1000Ps. Holy moly. I haven't done anything with I think I've done a couple things, but we got a Honda guy upstairs that does all the ST stuff. The police STs. That's about the only ST 1300s we see now is the police units. And those will end up getting faded out. And they age them out. Ship them off. Watch that. Look how empty it's getting down here. Things are all leaving down here. I keep mentioning we need to do something with this. Some guy's going to come along and I don't know if they put it in our system until it's done, but it needs an ABS, front wheel ABS sensor, and I'm sure a clutch switch. I'm sure that's all it is, but I need the time to go in and inspect all that stuff. It sits there kind of like the brake is. It's actually in the switch, and it kind of rides in the housing. I hear it clicking, but just because she's making a clicking sound doesn't mean she works. Let me get in fact, I'm gonna do that now. Get them daggum fob batteries away from that thing. We're out of those BMW batteries, so when they run out now, they're done. I'll leave them things up so somebody, if they're looking for them, they can find them easy enough. But anyway, that'll be the end of my work day. I had plenty of stuff to do, but not vlog worthy. Some of talking with people, and that's just, I can't vlog that. They don't want at work me shoving a camera in their face. Can I vlog us talking? My kid and stuff, we do stuff. He didn't really like it either. He still don't like it. He don't like being put on the camera. He does his own stuff, social media, but he's not big with it. But anyway, I guess we'll talk to you when we get to the hacienda. Well, hello there, YouTube. End of a hot 90-degree day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 86 or 87 here in Toledo. Made it home safe and sound. The whole AC pumping away in the old war wagon.
Yeah.
Felt very nice. Very cozy. Mama sat back in the chair and took herself a little siesta.
I did.
She went out cold and said, "We're here."
What?
Jumping up, what's going on?
I was just laying back because my back was hurting.
Yeah.
And out I went.
And thump, signed out.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're eating stuff and now they're coughing and gagging.
Sounds like Danny's coughing up a fur ball.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, nice hot day. Hope you guys enjoyed the spidery BMW stuff. Well, it was mostly BMW stuff today. But yeah, it's fun.
Very nice.
It was relaxing. It wasn't too stressful today. Mama was crazy busy.
Always.
It's nuts. It's only a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Freaky Friday's not even here yet.
Oh, I'm dreading it.
Anyway, on that, we're going to roll out.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow, Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday or Thursday.
Heck yeah. Appreciate you watching.
Yes.
We'll see you in the morning.
See you then.
Bye-bye now.